Senator Bernie Sanders is coming in Philadelphia on Thursday for a national rally. Protesters will take to the streets in Philadelphia and elsewhere across the country to highlight the fight against President Donald Trump and his policies. Tyrone Bowman, live. According to the Philadelphia Inquirer, United States Senator Bernie Sanders will headline a May Day rally in Philadelphia Thursday as he brings his nationwide fight against President Donald Trump's agenda to Pennsylvania. Senators, a Vermont independent who caucuses with Democrats, is expected to speak at a, quote, for the workers, not the billionaires, end quote, event being hosted by Philadelphia's AFL-CIO chapter, which is scheduled to get underway around 4 p.m. Thursday outside the north side of City Hall. This rally is really to show when labor, immigration groups, and the community stand together, we are a force that can't be divided. Even Bernie Sanders is joining us, said Philadelphia Council AFL-CIO spokesperson Maggie Mullooly. Quote, we're fighting for a future that works for the workers and not the billionaires, end quote. Thursday's rally and march comes amid economic uncertainty created by Trump's on and off again approach to tariffs, taxes on imported goods, which has rattled world markets and snapped economic confidence. On Wednesday, the Commerce Department released data that showed the U.S. economy shrank at 0.3% rate in the first quarter of 2025. A dramatic reversal of the 2.4% increase in the fourth quarter of 2024 when President Joe Biden was still in office. Sanders, often joined by Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a Democrat from New York, has drawn large crowds in Republican strongholds as he criticizes Trump's agenda and a system he claims benefits the wealthy at the expense of the working class. All over this country, people are struggling every single day just to survive, Sanders told supporters in Folsom, California last month. Brothers and sisters, in the richest country in the history of the world, we can do a hell of a lot better than that, quote, close quote. While Sanders picked Philadelphia, May Day rallies are scheduled to take place across the country and region, including events in Trenton, Abington Township, Ardmore, Media, and Glassboro. Here's what you should know. May Day rally in Philadelphia featuring Senator Bernie Sanders. It's the 1st of May from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. And it will convene the march route around City Hall and up and to Broad Street. Road closures in Center City due to the rally. City officials said several streets will close beginning late Thursday afternoon as protesters rally and march around City Hall and up Broad Street. The following streets are expected to close from 3:15 p.m. to 6 p.m. this coming Thursday. John F. Kennedy Boulevard between Juniper Street and 15th, North Broad Street between John F. Kennedy Boulevard and Arch Street, Juniper Streets between John F. Kennedy Boulevard and Market Street. John F. Kennedy and also these following streets will also close along the march route from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. John F. Kennedy Boulevard between 15th Street to Juniper Street, 15th Street from John F. Kennedy Boulevard to South Penn Square, Market Street from 16th Street to 15th Street, South Penn Square from 15th Street to Juniper Street, South Broad Street from Chestnut Street to South Penn Square, John F. Kennedy, then you also have the John F. Kennedy Boulevard, Market Street from Juniper to 13th Street, North Broad Street from John F. Kennedy Boulevard to Vine Street. Cross streets will reopen as the march progresses, the city said. Senator Sanders is scheduled to hold 2 more rallies in Pennsylvania as part of his Fighting Oligarchy tour. On Friday, he'll headline an event at the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex in Harrisburg at 6 p.m., while Saturday, he'll travel to Bethlehem to speak at a rally at the Stabler Athletic and Convention Center at Lehigh University. Both rallies will take place in districts currently represented in Congress by Republicans, part of Sanders' strategy to highlight vulnerable House members ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. Quote, the goal is to build a grassroots movement who will not only take on Republican incumbents, but will also demand that whoever represents district in this country stands for the working class, Sanders told the New York Times. If you have incumbent Democrats who are not prepared to do that, they're going to be challenged. Quote, close quote. During the two rallies, he'll be joined by United States Representative Chris DeLuzio, a Democrat from Pennsylvania, a former U.S. Navy officer who represents Pennsylvania's 17th congressional district, which includes Beaver County and parts of Allegheny. Tyrone Bowman, never surrender, never quit.